Progress Report, SEAMEO RIHED, and the progress towards a common space of higher education in Southeast Asia. Background and rationale. In line with the ASEAN Vision 2020, which aims to create an equitable economy and reduce socio-economic disparity, SEAMEO RIHED led harmonization of higher education systems will develop the infrastructure, allowing the regional mobility of human resources, encouraging qualified graduates of any nation to be employed in other countries. Today, each region recognizes the need to develop the skilled professionals with multicultural skills who can contribute to regional markets. The promotion of international student mobility and employability will develop the ASEAN community through socio-cultural integration and economic growth in the region. The higher education mechanisms of system of credit transfer and quality assurance, as well as student mobility, will enhance progress towards the ASEAN socio-cultural community. Recognizing that the impact of globalization requires regional response to ensure higher education's interconnectivity and effectiveness, SEAMEO RIHED's structural framework for regional integration in higher education in Southeast Asia, the road towards a common space, was submitted to the 15th SEAMEO RIHED Governing Board meeting in 2007. The 30th SEAMEO High Official Meeting 2007, and the second meeting of Director General, Secretary General, and Commissioner on Higher Education in 2007, and endorsed by the 43rd SEAMEO Council meeting in 2008. The proposal's first objective was to raise awareness amongst policymakers and high-ranking officials from SEAMEO member countries on the significance of developing a regional framework establishing a common space in higher education in Southeast Asia by 2015. The second objective was to undertake a process to facilitate a higher education space in Southeast Asia. The harmonization process is based on the idea that key players at national, regional, and international levels must take steps to achieve harmonization in the region. All stakeholders, including national and regional bodies, the public and private sectors, students, academic bodies, higher education institution, quality assurance agency, Director General, Secretary General, and Minister of Education must be included. Priority areas for guideline development were discussed by high-ranking officials at the 3rd Director General, Secretary General, Commissioner of Higher Education in Southeast Asian Region meeting in January 2009. The three areas of higher education harmonization prioritized by SEAMEO RIHED and the high-ranking officials are 1. Student mobility, 2. Quality assurance, and 3. Credit transfer systems. Firstly, student mobility responds to global challenges. It is believed that promoting student mobility will create qualified human resources in the region. To support this, SEAMEO RIHED initiated the MIT Student Mobility Program, a pilot project to promote student mobility in Malaysia, Indonesia, and Thailand. Through the active involvement of the Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Higher Education Malaysia, Directorate General of Higher Education, Ministry of National Education Indonesia, the Office of Higher Education Commission Thailand, and SEAMEO RIHED, the Student Mobility Program pilot project is underway. The progress of the MIT student mobility is shown at SEAMEO RIHED's progress report on the MIT pilot project on promoting student mobility in Southeast Asia. Secondly, quality assurance. Following our earlier vision, SEAMEO RIHED, in close cooperation with the Malaysian Qualification Agency, or MQA, successfully co-organized the first ASEAN Quality Roundtable meeting in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia during the 6th to 8th July 2008, an ASEAN Quality Assurance Network, or AQUAN, was established. The development of Quality Assurance Framework commenced at the 3rd AQUAN Roundtable meeting on the 27th to 31st of July 2010. The workshop and seminar at this meeting presented the interface between internal quality assurance and external quality assurance and internal quality assurance practices in Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand. In addition, a policy dialogue session was attended by AQUAN member representatives and AQUAN invited observers during the AQUAN Roundtable meeting. Further, the workshop on AQUAN, AUN, and RIHED, tripartite quality assurance synergistic relationship, held on the 15th of June 2010, promoted the cooperation between 3 quality assurance agencies. The workshop provided a session for all agencies to present their quality assurance activities work plan and discuss on the next step to fulfill the unattended aspects of quality assurance. The 6th back-to-back regional seminar was convened at the Office of Higher Education Commission in Bangkok, Thailand, in conjunction with the SEAMEO RIHED Governing Board meeting. This seminar was funded by the Office of Higher Education Commission, or OHEC Thailand. Around 100 participants attended the seminar. Participants consisted of RIHED Governing Board members or their representatives, staff of Thai government bodies, members of educational networks, and staff from Thai higher education institutions. The printed proceedings of the 6th back-to-back regional seminar on higher education in Southeast Asia allows the quality assurance information provided in the seminar to be shared amongst all people interested in higher education development. Finally, a survey on a model of quality assurance in Southeast Asia has carried out in 2010, aiming to update quality assurance information in the region. Thirdly, a credit transfer system. At the sub-regional level in Southeast Asia, the development of credit transfer system for countries in this region is another infrastructure which will enhance the future comparability of different study programs and higher education systems. Therefore, it was agreed during the 3rd meeting of Director General, Secretary General, and Commissioner responsible for higher education meeting that Thailand and SEAMEO RIHED take up the key role in developing a template of ASEAN credit transfer system. Based on the existing UMAP credit transfer system, the newly proposed Southeast Asian credit transfer system is believed to be the main mechanism to promote and facilitate mobility programs across the sub-region. SEAMEO RIHED conducted the Southeast Asian Policy Forum, Regional Credit Transfer System, Lesson Learned from UCTS during the UCTS International Conference. The 2010 UCTS Conference, New Dynamics of Student Mobility and UMAP Credit Transfer Scheme, Connecting the Asia-Pacific Higher Education, was held in Bangkok, Thailand, from 28th to 30th of June 2010. The Office of Higher Education Commission, Thailand, UMAP, ASEAN University Network, or AUN, and SEAMEO RIHED jointly hosted the conference. The Southeast Asian Policy Forum proposed the 6 recommended key principles of credit transfer in proposing Southeast Asia Credit Transfer System, or CCTS. The characteristics of the key principles are summarized below. The 6 recommended key principles for credit transfer in proposing CCTS will be tabled for discussion at the 5th meeting of Director General, Secretary General, Commissioner of Higher Education in Southeast Asia, to be held in early 2011 in Nha Trang, Vietnam. In conclusion, education, and especially higher education, continues to be the backbone of economic and social development in moving towards the ultimate goals of ASEAN community by 2015, where a regional storehouse of knowledge, economic integration, and socio-cultural cohesion is accessible and shared. 3 pieces of jigsaws, namely student mobility, quality assurance, and credit transfer system, are the current mechanisms that must be completed both by national governments and higher education institutions. To accomplish the goal set of each area, mechanisms such as ASEAN Quality Framework and Curriculum Development, ASEAN Student Passport, leadership programs, e-learning and mobile learning platforms, and ASEAN research clusters must be seriously pursued and made sustainable. With regard to ASEAN research clusters, the Office of the Higher Education Commission Thailand, in collaboration with SEAMEO RIHED and ASEAN University Network or AUN, have been in the process of preparation for the first conference on pioneering ASEAN research clusters. The conference is scheduled to be convened during the 26th to 27th of November 2010 in Bangkok. The conference aims at pushing this initiative for future concrete collaboration on ASEAN higher education research clusters and ASEAN Citation Index. In addition, harmonization needs to be done in a parallel with the enhancement of university administration, university management, university governance, and research in order to accelerate the process of regional higher education integration. Some mechanisms have already been developed by many actors and networks in the region, particularly in the 2 main areas of quality assurance and mobility. In this respect, SEAMEO RIHED would continue our roles to raise awareness among policymakers and other stakeholders in the region on implementation of each established mechanism in order to lead to the ASEAN higher education space and the Southeast Asian or Sea of Knowledge. SEAMEO RIHED, your partner in higher education.